Alright, let's get started, see what's happening. Okay, volume seems good. I'm gonna turn up the music just a bit. Okay, hopefully I got the audio level sussed out a little bit, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's start working with the scale train GB30s, do some testing, see how they work out. Uh-oh, I'm in a dead spot. Get the power back up. That's some fun. lost connection on one of them again. Let's just do a little bit of track cleaning here. Seems like maybe it's this. Shut sound off, see if that makes it work any better. Nope. Some kind of problems with the B unit connection type. Connected to microtrains, no problem. That's good. Good, nice slow connection. Let's see if we can disconnect that. Push that speed up, bugger. Like I'm getting some light flickering on that B unit. I might need to check the pickups, see if we got a broken wire. A unit seems to be doing pretty good. Yeah, scale trains. Got them last week, started testing them. Waiting for a lock pilot unit for the stealth that I got sitting up on my top level there. Well, I plan on finding out here in a little bit. I'm pretty sure they're a little bit lackluster. Um, Here shortly, you'll see my pair of GP40s come around the Canadian Pacific one. I'm going to see if these will pull it here in a little bit. The train that they're pulling is just on the verge of not quite being able to make it around the layout. Is my vocal audio good? Can you guys hear me? I'm trying a little different setup, so I'm not really sure if everything's coming through. Okay, I'll try bumping it up a little bit. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Let me know. I can still go a little bit higher. Alright, cool. So Sean, did you have a set of these GP30s or no? Oh, I didn't see you there, N-Scale. It's been a long time, man. I haven't seen you around quite a bit. And yeah, man, they're both sound. There we go. Oh, no. Still struggling to couple to the Athearn couplers. Just gotta hit them pretty hard. How many cars do you think yours will pull, Sean? Oh, you must have saw my video today. Yeah, definitely have had some failures. I'm pretty frustrated with the SD40, so I'm not sure what's going on there. It's definitely frustrating. Well, let's just find out how much these bad boys will pull. Let's see, I got 60-foot boxcar, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 tank cars and 2 60-foot boxcars. Oh, and there I had another dropout. It's always that B unit. Alright, let's park these and silence them for a second. Just out of curiosity, I want to see the GP40 and do it by itself. I really doubt it. I have to guess it's going to get stuck right in the corner. No? Ah, it might have it. That's surprising. Starting to struggle now that the whole train's in the corner, though. Wow. Oh, that I didn't expect. Although it seems like it's hitting a flat spot or something back there. Oh, back her up here real quick. Just have a bad spot in my track. Oh, what'd you have happen on your first unit? Bad motor? So that single Atlas can push all of this, which pushing's way harder, so that is interesting. And these are sound units. These are not the old school ones that have a little more meat on their bones. Alright, let's go ahead and park you there. Alright. Let's see if I'm sure one unit's not gonna pull it. We'll give it a try. Yeah, we're slipping pretty good on the flats, so I bet you as soon as I make it to the corner, we're gonna be done. Guess it's about switching. Let's get this other train out of the way. Well, so far so good. Yep, there we are, and we powered out. Alright, let's put both of them on there and see what we can do. First thing running it, ran over, ripped off the standing line. That sucks. And the F9 motor hold screwed me up, so I wanted to switch F8 and F9. Yeah, so depending on what decoder you're going to have in there, that's probably, you can do function switching. Matter of fact, I do it pretty regularly, but the problem you're going to run into is without a lock programmer, because these run ESU decoders, it's going to be relatively difficult. They are complicated, to say the least. Once you have a lock programmer, though, it certainly makes it easier. It's a much more intuitive design. Makes it a whole lot easier to swap functions. It's just a couple clicks of a button. But yeah, changing it with CFDs is very difficult. And the drive hold thing's really neat, but it only works with other ESU units. You can't really make it work with standard locomotives. But it works great on these. I can hit F9 and power them up. Yeah, it looks like 2 units. It's more than enough to get it going, so that's good. DCS 52 is a good unit. Like I said, I still have my DCS 51. I use it pretty regularly for onesie-twosies, but function mapping, that type of stuff, is pretty difficult to do for the layperson on just swapping CVs. The Atlas was a little bit heavier, but I didn't think it was that much heavier. But I mean, like we went over last time, the SD40s are heavier than that Atlas, and that Burlington Northern was out pulling the SD40. Alright, so same on these Canadian Pacific units, 77 grams. Come on. Ugh. That's one thing I'll say about these. Their MU brake hoses are so long. To get caught up in the couplers, you can't just lift them off. You need to trim them once I'm comfortable with them. Yeah, there's 65 grams, so there's a bit of a weight difference there for sure. Get out of yard mode and see. Yeah, it looks like they got plenty of power. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to switch most of my units to having a startup sequence. I don't like the Broadway's default to volume on. I wish it was like everybody else, where should you have a power hiccup or something while you're running silent, the sound doesn't try to come on. But I haven't spent enough time to figure out how to make it change. No, all these airlines are technically magnetic. I don't use that feature on anything. Frankly, all the couplers are so finicky anyway, I think you would have a hard time making the airlines work. I think the industry is kind of standardizing around microtrains couplers, like these GP30s are now using a obviously Scale Trains knockoff Microtrains coupler, but before that they weren't. You're talking the magnetic decoupling ones, or the ones that clip together? Yeah, so for the ones that magnetically couple together, I haven't seen them on any rolling stock. A lot of the couplers that are currently out there, they use that the metal air line as kind of part of the structural support, so it might be something with that, but I don't know. Again, if we could just get a standardized coupler, it would be nice, but I think everybody is finally making the move to Microtrains. Matter of fact, I just got the Atlas Passenger something or other, and it has Microtrains couplers, which surprised me. I can get that on screen. Yeah, that came factory with it. Never thought I'd see the day that there was Atlas that came factory with Microtrains. They've been pushing Accumate for so long. What's up, Mike? How are you? Yeah, it seems like a lot of work to add airlines to everything. Alright, 6313. How far are you gonna make it? Well, I'm doing good. Oh, come on, you got this. A little bit more. Oof, just powering out through the corner. Come on. Come on. I'm actually surprised that I got it through there. Let's give 8080 a try. Yeah, Mike, the new stuff is pretty nice from Scale Trains. They're definitely pumping out some detail. I really like some of the new Atlas stuff. A little bit more touch friendly. You can actually handle them, and they're looking pretty good too. they've come a long way from where they used to be. Yeah, I couldn't bring myself to buy the whole set, Sean. It was just too expensive. They want a pretty penny for those cars. All right, 8080. Let's see if we can do this. Currently, this is a little less than a 4x8. I'm working on possibly. I need to go the other direction. That was dumb. Currently working on potentially having some module stuff that I can add on. This right here, I built this layout in. Should I ever want to expand, this main line could be attached to and be bypassed through the corner down there, and also go straight out there, and I can hook up to it. Well, yeah, the wallet tends to hurt currently because Atlas has a bunch of cool stuff they've just been dumping, so that kind of sucks, and this kind of good at the same time. Well, I will be honest, I think the UP SD40 actually outpulled the other one. It almost made it through there no problem. That's actually really surprising. Yeah, I've had my eye on that BNSF GP60 for, well, I think it's been on the Train World website for 4 years now, so it'd be cool if they finally come out with it. I am a big fan of the GP40s. They've been awesome for me. I've also been testing some of their new stuff. That little bad boy's been a whole lot of fun. These new frame designs are pretty cool. Yeah, it is an SD40-2. And I honestly think it is out pulling that Exim Milwaukee Road I got. It doesn't seem to have a problem with this at all. So if anybody is curious, this is what the new frame from Atlas looks like. They're doing an isolated board on top, a Next 24 connector, so it's a lock sound in there, and they're building the speaker right onto the board, which is really cool. Don't have to have any special motor or anything like that. It all just works seamlessly. That's what I'd like to see Kato do, is have something to that nature on the back of it. Trying to get a good speaker in those with the proper volume for your baffle box is next to impossible. honestly, they don't have to do a whole lot to change up their line. There's plenty of room on the rear of the frame to be milled down. I mean, a lot of people do it manually, and if Locksound would just make the Kato board with a longer back end to it, to easily put a speaker under there, it would also make it a whole lot easier for the Gevos. The way that the end cap fits on those, it's you unless you're really good at running wires, it's super difficult to get the rear light to work. I honestly, I don't have a whole lot of experience doing sound installs. I've done, I think, 4 engines, and I just always end up with sugar cubes of some sort, and then I 3D print my own baffles. And essentially, volume is king, just like in real life with your speakers. The bigger the baffle box you can fit in there, the better sound you get out of it. Like I just did, I ended up getting a messed up board from a friend that doesn't have any motor drive, but it has speakers, so I put it in my SD45, and I put a big old, because there's no motor in there, it's a dummy engine, I put a big old baffle in that thing, and it really sounds good. It is on par with some cheaper HO models that I've heard. Alright, give old 504 a try here. The U23B had me worried, to be honest. It didn't start off as a very good runner. I had to do quite a bit of break-in on it and a lot of wheel cleaning. I'm not totally sure why, but it definitely was pretty finicky to start with, but it's a pretty good unit now. I'm not sure if they do anything for N scale, to be honest with you. Most everything, I usually go 9x16mm. That's kind of the one size fits all for everything in most units. And if they got something that size, I'm sure you could use it. I think everybody builds them to 8 ohms, so that shouldn't be a problem. Seems like the U23 doesn't have any problems pulling it. How heavy are you? $73 grams, so that's a little lighter than the GP40s. I'm sure there's better speakers here or there that probably sound better than some others, but how much money do you want to spend chasing sound on an N scale? I mean, at the end of the day, it's kind of the bass chug that really makes an engine sound good, and you're not going to get a whole lot of that out of N scale. But I mean, the Dash 9s or in the Dash 8s for that matter, I think sound really good from scale trains. I think they did a really good job. Unfortunately, all the GP and these SD models kind of seem to have a little too much turbo whine for me, but I don't know that you can really get rid of that. And the old Train Master, it pulled that no problem for how much it weighs. The slow speed control on these Atlases is just next level. I don't know if anybody can see that, but that's pretty crazy. That's speed step 1. That's basically factory configuration. All I do is drop CV6 down to 40 and CV5 to 80 and leave everything the same, and it just creeps along. And that's pulling a load too. This should do the same thing. These GP40s are awesome for that. Do speed step 1, see how she goes. And of course, can't see anyway. See if I can get up close to that. Oop, wrong camera. Now that is what I expect from the Scale Trains engines. That's crazy. That's super controllable with a load behind it. Alright, let's try out CSX. Okay. Let's just try some slow speed performance. Speed step 1. And jittery. Well, it's doing better than it was. I have got some of the issues ironed out of it. Oh, there's the jumpiness. It's actually doing better. It's slower. Not gonna lie, I kind of twisted my nipples with these really expensive engines. Can't handle that. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty good. It's gonna make it all the way around. It is, yeah, it's a SD40-3. I honestly have had nothing but problems with it so far. I gotta try and get a new sound file from Scale Trains tomorrow on it. It came from factory without a working sound file. I mean, it would jump 2 inches forward and stop, and the sound would sputter. So I flashed a stock SD40-3 sound file from the ESC website on it, and it took some time to get it to where it's at now, where it kind of sort of works. But I don't know, there might be an issue with the motor. Although my other ones, I don't know if anybody watched my video today, but there's a couple of CV settings to change, and it made the Union Pacific and this Milwaukee Road run a whole bunch better. Let's try the slow speed on these with a load behind it. And there's speed step 1. That's pretty decent. Let's jump up to 5. Still a little bit jittery, not like the Atlas, but we're smooth. So that's better. So essentially what I have done is I've copied every setting from that unit as well as the Union Pacific unit and put it on the CSX, and I can't get it to even run close to that smooth. I wonder if these will actually push this load. Yep. And just for a little bit of reference, try the old standby. Help if I got the whole train on the actual. Let's try that again. There's speed step 1. It's a Kato with the TCS board. Jump it up to speed step 5. No, I don't have a power cab. I'm running a CS105 TCS system. This is a UWT 50 with the potentiometer. And then I also have the 100, but for switching I really prefer the 50. Let's try that again. Speed step ball. Nice and smooth. Jump it up a little bit. Like butter. Hard to beat a Kato. Wasn't paying attention. Didn't have that unit pulled up. So the Kato is 97 grams. And the CSX SD40 is 83 grams. Alright. Stash 9. Actually, this might be an AC4400. I'm not sure. Can't keep track of all that stuff anyway. Good old-fashioned steel trains couplers. They suck. There we go. Oops. See? I know scale trains can do slow speed stuff. That's perfectly acceptable. If the SD40s ran like that out of the box, like this one does, that would be great. I love the color on that Canadian Pacific. It just looks nice. It looks so nice. this is not going to be a fair test by any means. It's been a hot minute since I've run this unit, so I bet you it's got a little bit of gear grease that's a little bit solid. Now these have a bit of a jumpy back EMF, so I bet you this will hop just a little bit, but we'll give it a try here. Yeah, I should probably do some tuning on these. There should be better slow speed performance than that. I mean, not bad. It's smooth, it's not jerky, that's good. Back when I was doing pulling power tests that were actually uphill on my 2.6% grade, these SD70s with the Paragon 4, for the weight, actually had some of the best pulling power of any engines out there, like per gram. Sean, yes and no. My Circa 2023 ones have not been. I had a patch unit and a C40-9. They're actually off getting repaired under warranty right now. They had bad motors, but I have 3 BNSF units that are kind of the Heritage 2s and kind of an in-betweener one that have been great for years. I've been running them for 5 or 6 years now, and they're excellent. I really like them. They're, how do I put this? They don't have as good a slow speed performance as some of these newer ones do, but they're aging, and I don't know if that's just because the motors are just getting a little bit old and worn out. They've got a lot of runtime on them. And all of my older Gevos are the same way. They run really good. I picked up that Canadian Pacific in like 24 just to see if things had got better, and I haven't had any issues with it. It seems to be pretty good, but everything I picked up, at least any model that I got that's of the 2023 era, have had issues. Yeah. But all the old ones, they're really good. This Dash 9 is next level. I have had it probably, I think this was my first Scale Trains unit, and it's got some runtime. Also notice nicely painted trucks. The Santa Fe patch unit that I got, no painted trucks. And then this is probably my favorite Gevo. I got the demo one, and I have loved this thing since I got it. It's one of my prized engines in my collection. Love that unit. Well, the one thing about it is you find out pretty quick if they don't work. So hopefully, if you weren't aware, you do have to register them on the website, and that'll get you the 2-year warranty. But I didn't know that, so the more you know. So this is one of my first Gevos. In fact, it's got a broken coupler that I have still yet to get a replacement scale trains from. You can tell the old Gevos, they don't have the sound panels on the bottom. They're drilled out in the new ones. Every one of these that I've got has been excellent, although a little quiet when it comes to the prime mover. All of the older scale train stuff can be differentiated. It doesn't have, they don't have holes in the fuel tanks for the speakers. So all the like pre-22 units all have solid bottoms. And then all of the new ones like if you're looking at these two units, you wouldn't really know the difference. You look at the bottom, 23 unit, 22 unit. Just a little bit here. Alright, let's see how the Dash 8 does. These have been excellent, I have to say. I've had zero issues with any of these units. Alright, we'll try speed step 1. Nice and smooth. No, probably. Here. So everything 23 and newer has holes in the bottom of the fuel tank, because all your speakers are housed in the fuel tanks. Grab the Gevos again. Other than the minor color differences, you're not going to be able to tell much apart between the two. But if you look at the bottom, this is a model year 22, and this is a model year 23. Alright, let's try the crap show. Hot tip, don't spend your money on these switchers. Which patch unit, the Milwaukee Road or the BNSF? Or are you talking the Dash 9, the Santa Fe patch job? It's actually off being fixed right now. I had to send it back to Scale Trains to get a new motor put in it. Yeah, Kato couplers are the worst. Yeah, you can actually see it, and like I showed in my video where I'm kind of doing my last video 23, and I was talking about the quality of Scale Trains going downhill. I show it in that video. Yeah, it might be 673 that I had. That seems like that was the. I can't believe that little switcher actually got that started moving. I need to adjust the CVs on this. Is my number 2. Oh, I'm not getting any Railcom on it. That sucks. Come on. I might not have it enabled. Well, let's just quick check it out. See if that helps at all. Oops. Yeah, a little higher start voltage definitely helps. I don't know where you'd put it. There is little to no room in that thing to have sound. And the way they're built, it would be rather difficult. However, you can get the Broadway units with sound. Remember which one this is? It's 1817? Yeah. Frankly, I'm not very impressed with those Kato units. That one actually runs decent. The other one sounds like it has something stuck in its gears, and I cannot figure out why. You can pull the cab off, and everything seems to run relatively quietly. And the moment you put the top cover back on, it just sounds terrible. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. There's no way that's gonna make it. Nope. And we lost it. That might be a dead spot on the track. Yep, I'm hitting a dirty spot. I have to say the pickups on these little switchers from Broadway leave you wanting a little bit, but it's hitting a dead spot in the track. Yeah. The one cool thing about Broadway they do have a pretty cool mechanism for load, and so say you're pulling a hill or whatever, they actually throttle up automatically. Yes, you'll do it too, but it's just kind of built into these. And it does actually work pretty good. My little guy weighs 60 grams, so it's a little heavier than I expected. And the Kato's right at 50, so yeah, I'm surprised the Kato even moved it. little bit jumpy on that one. Cleans up a little by speed step 3. Let's just... What is CV2? Yeah, that helps a little bit. That's not bad. It's not as good as GP40s. This should pull this train, no problem. I really like the way this prime mover sounds in this SD60E. They really got the sound file to sound good on this one. Have you tried it yet, Sean, or not so much? I love the cab. I like what they did with these. It was short the handrail. Atlas was good about it. Didn't even ask me questions. I just mentioned that it came short, and they sent me another one out. So that was cool. Well, that's cool. I'm gonna try a workhorse to see. An old workhorse anyway. This should have just as much pulling power as the new GP40s. good slow speed. Alright. Ooh. Maybe time to clean this old girl. I'm sure the trucks are disgusting in this thing. I've been running for hundreds of hours. Yep, no problem. That's weird. The ditch light LED, what do they call that? The fiber optic was all taped in place on mine, was capped on tape, so I didn't have to worry about it. Maybe the new ones are that way, I'm not sure. Well, I suppose it's been an hour and a half. Probably should call it a night. Hopefully my kids don't wake up. So I will catch you all next time.